Over the last 2 years, I've worked with a lot of owner-operated businesses and thought leaders who struggle to tell their story in a way that resonates. There's one issue with their marketing that they all have in common. What's that one thing, you ask? Well, stay tuned, because that's the topic of today's video. Hello and welcome, my name is Ryan Roten, and in this video, I'm going to address the one thing that we all struggle with when it comes to marketing: our messaging. Specifically, the messaging that we use to communicate to others how we add value, and more importantly, how people benefit from our services. Now, I'm warning you, what I'm about to show you is going to change the way that you look at messaging forever. So if you're okay with that, let's dive in. So I passed this billboard recently, and it left me scratching my head. But don't worry, I wasn't driving. I remember thinking when I went by it, why is it that I need this? I don't know what I need from what they're telling me here. Do I need the billboard? Is this a billboard advertising company telling me that I need this space? So it doesn't tell me what the company does, and it doesn't tell me how I benefit. The messaging is just not clear, and it's forgettable. So as I drive down the road, 10 seconds after I pass this billboard, I'm already moving on to something else. So what is Takl? Well, Takl is actually a service that provides same-day help for over 400 pre-priced home services. That's a pretty useful thing. So the question becomes, how do we convey that in a billboard that you only see when you drive by in about 8 seconds? Well, it all comes down to messaging. There's actually two aspects that you need to consider. One is the image, and the other are the words that you put over top of the image. You see, one reinforces the other. So what if instead of this billboard, Takl had put something together that looks more like this? Now what do you think of this billboard? The image itself actually does a few things for us. First, it illustrates a problem. Actually, a couple of problems. Note that the house is a mess. The second thing it does is it elicits an emotion in you because of her expression: exasperation, overwhelm, frustration. Oh my gosh, how am I going to get all of this done in time? That is what this image is telling us. Now, if we take just a minute and we focus on the words, you'll notice that up here it says that we're having a party tomorrow. Okay, that's designed specifically to make you have a sense of urgency, to make you really feel the pain. This doesn't have to be a party, by the way. This could be guests coming over tomorrow. Whatever it might be that make you go, oh my gosh, I gotta get my house cleaned up by X number of time, right? So you want some words in your messaging that help people understand that this is a problem that needs to be solved. The other thing that this does by saying party tomorrow or guests coming tomorrow is it emphasizes Takl's same-day service, right? So if you have something happening tomorrow, how are you going to get it all done? You have all this other stuff you have to worry about. It's frustrating and overwhelming. Well, guess what? Takl does same-day service. So the message here is, if you've got a problem that's pretty urgent, don't worry about it. We can take care of that for you. In fact, that's what I did here with this second piece, is I tried to integrate their name into it so we can kind of brand them, and we can tackle that for you, right? So problem, you got a party tomorrow, you got guests coming over tomorrow, your house is a mess. Well, guess what? We can tackle that for you because we help with over 400 home services. And all you have to do is go to this website and you can check it out. I think you'd agree this billboard is much, much better than this one. This one just leaves me guessing. But I gotta tell you, in the 2 years that I've been working with business owners to clarify their message and get it really focused and dialed in, I can't tell you the number of times that I've seen websites that look like this. So now you might be wondering, what do I need to do to keep this messaging thing from happening to me? Well, the way to prevent it is by focusing your message on your customer, not yourself. Because the truth is, your customer may need your services and your product, but that's not why they visit your website. In fact, they don't care about you, at least not initially. They care about themselves and the problems that they're struggling with, which is why they visit your website initially. They want to see if you understand their situation, their problem, and if you can help. So if you get your messaging clear enough, you actually won't even need to sell. Well, at least not that hard anyway. So until next time, I've been Ryan, reminding you that if you want to tell a better story, start with your customer and everything else will fall into place.